Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvonne Princess Shabangu. If you want to be part of the Graceful family, you're welcome to like, subscribe, share, and comment. So today we are going, I'm an employment enthusiast, guys. I'm for let's create jobs, let's find jobs, let's put in the work, so I'm that person. So today we're going to have conversations surrounding our first jobs. So what was your first job? So you have a task on the comment section. Tell me, what was your first job? What was it like? Did you ever think you would be where you are today from the first job you had? If you ask me, no, I didn't think I'd be a candidate attorney. I didn't think I'd be a lawyer at some point. I didn't think I would be what I am. Though I had a dream, but I didn't think I would be. I didn't think I would become. So today I'm going to tell you what my first job was, and you guys won't believe. Every time I talk about employment, or every time I encourage people to not stop applying for jobs, I'm not talking from a place maybe of privilege or talking from a place of never having been in their position. I'm talking like I've been working since I was 17. Like I've been at it since I was 17. Yeah, I've been working since I was 17 or 16. Finished matric when I was 16. Yeah, since 16 turning 17. So I've been working, right? And I started off with odd jobs, right? I've been a promoter, I've been a retail cashier, I've worked in retail, I've been a surveyor, I've been okay, the only job I haven't done is call center. I remember I once tried out being a waiter like for a week, and then I was like, oops, let me try something else and stuff like that. But today I'm here to tell you about my first job, my experiences, and just to give you a word of encouragement to say, you know what? Starting off as a cleaner doesn't mean you will die a cleaner. And also me saying that does not mean there's anything wrong with being a cleaner. You can be an expert cleaner, you can be the best cleaner, you can just bowl out of control as a cleaner. I know, I love referencing Tumpomi's story, right? I remember at some point she had a conversation surrounding the fact that with her workers at the saloon, her employees, she ensures that they grow, self-growth. She ensures that they become better. And then I remember at some point she was like, one of her saloon ladies bought a car. She was so excited. She wants to see them grow. So it goes back to saying, in every industry, be it you're a cleaner, you're a waiter, whatever you are, you can become the best. You can make the coins you want to make. You can bowl out of control. You can travel. It's just how you structure it and how you show up. And I'll tell you how. So my first job, my first job was when I was my first year. That was when I was still 16, the beginning of the year, then turned 17, right? That was in 2016. So you can imagine I've been working for 6 years, guys. I've been like, the nice thing is I have never been at a point where I was like unemployed, because I didn't allow myself to be. Even if it meant me doing odd jobs, I did, and even now I'm always willing. Like, my friends are always laughing at me. I'm like, guys, if you hear a cleaning gig, just let me know, because I understand the assignment that's assigned to me. It's not necessarily about me achieving all the results now or getting all the money now, right? So my first job was I worked at a Indian shop in Fortsburg, right? It was a retail store. I'm just not going to mention the name because, I'm not paid to promote them. Like, the shop is in Fortsburg. It works with like a lot of the rejects, right? So I worked in that store. I got paid weekly. I remember at that time I got paid weekly, like 600 rand weekly. So which meant month, and I would have about 2.4, right? I worked there. And then actually, no, guys, no, I'm missing something. My first job was as a promoter. I remember I promoted almond milk. Yes, I was promoting a certain almond milk brand. I promoted for like around about 6 or 7 months, and then I just ditched it during December because they wanted us to do the work. And December, it really gets hectic. They want a lot of promoters and everything like that. And at that time I felt fatigued. I wanted to rest. So I was like, oops, I'm not doing this anymore. And then the following year, like that was 2017, that's when I got a job at Piccadilly. Why did I say the name? Yeah, so I got a job there as a floor, I don't know what you call, floor representative or a sales representative, because basically I would like show the customers around, I would answer the customers' queries, I would fix the clothes. Imagine all of me, guys. I'd fix the clothes, the shoes. You know how customers get, anytime they fit their things, they'll throw things on the floor, throw clothes on the floor. I had to pick those clothes up, I had to put the order, I had to clean the shop. Like if you know that particular shop, you know how big it is. I had to clean up, I had to be there very early in the morning. Like at some point it was taxing. It wasn't good for me, but I showed up because I understood that I needed experience, I needed skills. Like the skills that I learned there, I learned to be resilient, I learned how to work with people, how to work with customers, how to deal with different kinds of customers. And because also the work environment was sort of weird, I learned how to stand my ground, stand for myself, you know, and not lose myself in the process of working or in the process of pleasing my bosses or anything like that. So yeah, and that shop was like basically employing students. I don't know if they still do that. If you're a student, you should check them out. Like that's an easy way to make money. You should check them out. They employed students, and then you work 3-4 days, 5 days, depending on your availability. Yeah, so they employed a lot of students. And then yeah, it makes sense when you need the money to be a student. You know, sometimes being a student is actually expensive, you know. So I needed the money, I did the work. And then whilst I was at it, my former principal, my former deputy principal actually gave me a call. She was like, hey, I need help with SSM's Umalusi data capturing and stuff like that. Are you keen, right? And then I'm like, oh yes, I'm keen. Then I helped her for a week or two, and then she's like, actually, I'm gonna ensure that you get paid for this. Like I worked there at my previous school for like 3 or 2 months, captured data and stuff like that, and then I stopped also, and then I became a tutor at the University of Johannesburg. Like that was my first real job, guys. My first like sit down office job. Actually, no, guys, I've been working. You know, I said my first job was in 2016. Now I'm thinking about it. I said my job was in 2016, my first job. Actually, my first job was in primary school. I remember my mom used to work, like, this company has become so big. Every time, like my mom's offices now. So every time I see like this company has become a big data company, like it provides data bundles and stuff like that. I always tell my mom, I'm like, you know what? Ma, we are the foundation of this company. I remember at that time, my mom worked for this company. She was a tea lady at this company, and then she did admin as well, right? And then this company was still growing, right? And then they used to like use pamphlets to promote their brand. So they had a low budget for that, right? So they didn't want to hire outside people, right? So my mom was like, no, my daughter can do this, and she could use pocket money. I remember I was in primary school. I was around about grade 5, grade 6, and then my mom would bring the pamphlets, and then over the weekend I would distribute the pamphlets. And I remember I was getting paid like 80 rand an hour. I would always do 3 hours, and then my mom would give me the money, and sometimes they would give me the money. They loved me so much. So yeah, I think that was my first ever job, understanding the concept of money and the value of money and the importance of putting in the work so that you get paid, and also understanding how you can actually monetize anything. I think I started understanding and learning that, but I needed validation, and Pumi validated me when she said you can monetize anything, guys. You can monetize anything. If you have a talent or a gift, polish it up, excel in it, monetize. It's very much possible, right? So that was my first job, and then my second job would be the promotion job, and then my third job would be Piccadilly retail store, and then after that my fourth job would be as a data capturer at my former school, and then my fifth job would be I became a surveyor. Yes, I became a surveyor. There was this company that was, I don't know if you guys know the first, like the mall close to Rosebank. It's attached to Rosebank. It hadn't opened, so they needed surveyors. I was a surveyor for like a week or two. So basically what we did, we counted people that came in, and then we categorized them in females, males, children, adults, blacks, whites, Indians, and stuff like that. Because you know, when you open a mall, you need to know your market. You need to know who comes there most, so that you're able to actually provide the products and services aligned to those people, right? So we're basically doing that. And then I became a tutor after that, became a tutor at the University of Johannesburg. I became a tutor for 2 years. Like I tutored for 2 years, I think 2018. No, 2019, the entire 2019, my final year, and 2020. I became a CA at another firm for like a month, and then I'm now a CA at the love of my life. I refer to the company that I work for as the love of my life because I mean, it is what it is, you know, I love it there. So, guys, like I said, it's very important to understand that studying low or humble, like studying in an undesirable place, does not mean you will not reach your desires. Studying wherever means it's the beginning. The beginning is not the end. So guys, like I say, studying at an undesirable place does not mean you will never get to where you are supposed to be. Sometimes it's the process, right? I love the reference that Sis Gugu makes, the olives, right? Before it becomes olive oil, it goes through a lot of a crushing process. Before it's refined, it goes through a lot of a crushing process. So see yourself as an olive or see yourself as gold. Gold does not just become gold. It has to go through a lot of cleaning, a lot of melting, you know, those kind of things. So understand that when you find looking for a job, right? Let's say you started low. This is actually what I want to address. Let's say you started low, right? It doesn't mean that tomorrow when you wake up, you'll get a job as a lawyer. You might have to start as a receptionist for you to learn something. And no job is useless, guys. Never at any point in your life view any space of employment as useless or as, you know what, it's not going to do anything for me. Yes, environments might be toxic and all of that, but one thing I'll tell you, you will always have something to learn, be it people skills. I know in retail, I learn people skills. Like, I feel like if there's any space that prepared me for such a time as this, where I work with a lot of clients, different kind of clients with different needs and all of that, it's the retail place. Because in retail, you meet people that don't care about you, people that care about you, people that are mean, people that are having a long day and all of that. And you have to succumb. You have to sort of neutralize the situation. You have to be nice to them. You have to be kind to them. In your reaction, you need to be nice and humble, you know? So it taught me that nothing would have ever prepared me for that. And then I'm now thinking about it. Then I started my own sort of tutoring company, though I don't register it. I think it's still there. I'll probably resume after 2 years. So I sort of started the company Sparkle On. So basically it's a tutoring company whereby you unregistered guys. Company owner. Okay, maybe I'm not yet a certified company owner, but so it's a tutoring company whereby I tutored students from grade 4, from grade 1 to grade 12, but my specialty being high school, tutored them all subjects besides physical science and life science. But yeah, I enjoyed that, but also because I enjoyed that, right? But I didn't put in so much attention because I was versed in finding a job that suited my qualification. And I think also that's why I'm saying it's important that you embrace every season that you are in, so that you don't miss the lessons that God is trying to teach you or the lessons that you're supposed to learn. Because I feel like had I been invested more, who knows, maybe I would have registered my company, or maybe I would have done better, or whatever the case may be. But I was so like determined to get a job as a CA. So whatever I did half-hearted because my heart was elsewhere. So I'm also here to say, don't do anything half-hearted. If right now you're supposed to be a waiter, serve faithfully. Be a waiter with a difference. Be a waiter with a good influence on the people, on the community. If you're not there, make sure that that particular waiter is not there. If you're a cleaner, same thing. Excel in whatever you do, whatever your brand is, excel it, so that people can distinguish when you're not there, or so that people can actually come and be willing to buy your services. Because sometimes people are not willing to buy our services because they think we're not good enough, or whatever the case may be. But I'm here to say it's okay to start as a cashier. It's okay to work for ShopRite. It's okay to work for Mr. Price. It's okay to work for these companies, these retail companies. It's okay to start low. You don't have to start as a guru of note. You don't have to start as a millionaire. The people that I'm aspiring to become, the people that I follow, the people that I love, the likes of Oprah Winfrey, started all the way down. The likes of Cecilia Tyson started all the way down. The likes of Mpumi started, like, I can see their growth. Like I always tell Umbaluguti, one of the reasons, right? Mpumi can say anything and I'd be influenced. You know why? Because I've seen her growth. When I watch her videos from 2017 or 2018 when she started her YouTube channel, and now I see the difference. I see her growth. I see the principles that she tells us to apply, work in her life. I see the practicality of it. You know, even when I look at Oprah Winfrey's journey, I see it. When I look at Celie Tyson's journey, I see it. When I look at Sarah Robert Jakes, I see it. So allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to go through stuff. Sometimes God is not going to remove you from the storm. You're going to have to walk on top of the storm, or you're going to have to walk through. So sometimes God lets us walk through so that we learn. Daniel and Meshach, Shadrach and Abednego, God did not switch that fire off. God did not make it disappear, but he made them walk through. And there was a fourth man in there. The Holy Spirit was with them. Jesus was with them. Mpumi posted something when you receive this video, it'll be yesterday. So I'd say she posted it yesterday, right? She posted something from the book of Isaiah, and she said it has to do with saying God did not say our life will not have trouble. God says he will always be with us in the trouble. When we go through stuff, he will be with us. There's even scripture that says weapons will be formed, but they will not prosper. No weapon fashioned against you shall prosper. So you need to understand, you will go through stuff. Employment has been a pandemic, like it's a pandemic globally. In Africa, I cannot even stress that enough. Like, we're going through the most. Poverty is a thing. Unemployment is the thing, and all of that. And complaining about these things does not help us. But just allowing yourself to start somewhere. And when you start somewhere, you give it your all. You put in the time, you put in the effort. If they underpay you, that's their business. If they mistreat you, that's their business. What you can do is, if you can see that the environment is not healthy, tell yourself that, okay, I want to stay here for 6 months or 3 months. I want to, if maybe it's a communications company, say I want to learn as much as I can about communication. Then you take that skill, you go apply it elsewhere. But don't stop applying for jobs. Don't be so picky. It's okay to start somewhere. You don't always have to start with jobs of your qualification. I know a lot of people who graduated with law that are not doing law, but they're doing well in their lives. I know people who graduated with accounting and all of that. You're not always going to land up where you started. Sometimes where you studied is part of the pruning process. It's part of the growth. It's part of the refining. It's part of the perfection. It's part of where you are supposed to end, right? You are walking on a journey, and you're on a path where God is leading you. I love saying your life is divinely orchestrated, right? Every season, every circumstance is designed for your good. And I'm not even capping. I don't care how you feel right now or what you are going through, but just know whatever it is tailor-made to make your life better. It's how you see it. It's perspective. We choose what we want to see. You can wake up and feel like you don't like me. That's what you choose. It's not a thing that I'm not likable. You can wake up and choose I'm not good enough. It's not that I'm not good enough. It's not my business. It's your business. You're choosing to see that. So when you're looking for jobs, it's okay to start as a cleaner. It's okay to start as anything. It's okay to start as a typist. It's okay to start as a promoter. It's okay. Just get your bag. You know, sometimes our passions require money. So sometimes you have to work 5 times harder before you become where you love. And that's the thing you need to accept. Acceptance is very important. Acceptance of saying, I want to be a big shot lawyer, but it means I'm going to be a CA. It means I'm going to do a lot of draftings. It means I'm going to run around court. It means I'm going to do that and that. Do it. Be intentional and deliberate about making yourself a better person, and you will see. There's nothing wrong with starting humble beginnings. We've been waiters, we've been surveyors, we've been promoters, I've worked in retail. I always tell people, you hear people complain about retail, I'm like, you guys, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you set your goals and you're planning, you can plan, say, in the next 2 years, I want to be out. 2 years is a very short time. Focus on your goal. Is that you want to save money, you want to clear your debts, you want to whatever, but plan your life. Because sometimes we want God to do things for us. We want our people to connect us and stuff like that. But what do you have to offer? Unani. Nothing. You know, but if you constantly try to add on to experience, add on to different things, then you would understand that you will have experience, you will have something to put on the table. When people ask you what do you have to offer, even when you negotiate your salary, you can be like, oh boy, if you ask me to sell anything, I'll sell it. If you ask me to do case management, I'll do it, or whatever the case may be, you know. So it's very important that you add on your experience as much as you can. Allow yourself to go through. Allow yourself to be calm. Allow yourself to go through seasons that are exciting, seasons that are good, seasons that are bad. All those seasons are for your good, and they're for your goodness, and they're for your greatness, right? So it's important that you allow yourself to be. Don't be too hard on yourself. Plan, guys. Plan. Understand what's important in your life. Understand the assignment. Get the assignment. You should be good to go. Don't forget to be loved. Don't forget to be kindness. Don't forget to be light. And don't forget that we're still praying for those that are looking for jobs. And we're still praying for those that are just in need of God's hand. I am praying for you. Don't forget to be loved. Don't forget to be light. Don't forget to be kindness. God bless you.